Okay, I've made it. I finally got up here to do a bit of practice myself. I've got an hour, I've got 1 full hour to myself where I can work on my game and hopefully take something with me to the golf course next week and play my best golf. So we all live busy lives. I'm sure we've got work, we've got family commitments, we've got extra leisure time, kids. So trying to really set aside some time for your golf and trying to maximize that time. How are you going to get the most out of this time that you have to yourself? So basically what I want to look at there is trying to structure 1 hour to maximize that time and again get the most use out of it. So what we can do with that, we can basically break it down into 4 key areas. So any practice you do, we can relate this to putting, chipping, driving, swing, everything, any part of your game, we can relate it 4 key areas. So what we're going to start with, number 1, a warm-up, 5 or 10 minutes, bit of stretching, hit a few wedges, just to get feel, just get the blood moving, get your rhythm going, and get ready to move on to the second stage. So number 2, we're going to look at some technical focus. Any particular part of your game that you're working on in terms of improving your swing, let's say might be the plane of your swing, might be your club face position, might be your general setup. So we can use some props, some ideas, some training aids to enhance those feels. So we've got number 1, a warm-up. Number 2, technical focus. 3, I'd move on to random shots, free play. So not really thinking about technique too much, moving away from the technical thought. Let's hit some fades, let's hit some draws. Let's imagine we're standing on the 7th hole of your local golf course. You're going to hit a particular shot with the driver, say, and follow that up with the typical club that you'd hit for your next shot. So random shots or free play. And 4th and final, just the last 10 minutes or so before you head home, we're going to have a bit of a test. We're going to have what we call some effective practice. And let's say with the driver today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up an imaginary fairway between a couple of the flags on the range field, there, a couple of the poles, leave myself my last 10 balls. How many of those 10 balls can I hit a fairway? So if I get it 30, 40 yards wide, that's typically a little bit narrower than what you'd see out on the golf course. And again, if I can get 6 or 7 into that area, into that 30, 40 yard wide fairway, that's going to give me great confidence that my driver's performing and I've got a great chance of hitting the fairway out on the golf course. Okay, so again, try to maximize the time that you've got. Set aside an hour. So again, from the start, we got number 1, warm up, about 10 minutes or so. Second, technical focus, technical part of your practice. Again, working on any particular aspect that you're looking at in your swing or your general game at the moment. 25 minutes or so there. Third, let's move on to random shots, free play. Again, changing the flight of the ball, 20 minutes, and your final 10 minutes or so to bring you up to the hour should always be a bit of a test, a bit of competitive practice, putting you into a competitive mindset before you finish up. Okay, all done. Good session there. 59 minutes all but. So really made the most of my time there. Again, I'm keen to maximize those 4 areas. Number 1, a warm-up. Number 2, technical focus, just working on my club face a little bit more in the backswing there today, trying to get the club in a slightly higher position at the top of the backswing. Number 3, forgetting all the technical stuff, just hit some fades, draws, low ones, high ones, play some imaginary holes, as if you're standing on a certain hole that you might have trouble with. And number 4, again, a great confidence builder is to always finish off with a bit of a test, what we call a bit of effective practice. So again, last 10 balls, making sure that I just, again, hit the fairway, trying to get as many as I can in the fairway. So before we finish off, one final thing to do is to complete my notebook here. I'm going to just record my feels, just record what I was working on there, what I found worked well, what maybe didn't work so well. And the last thing is the score from my test there. I've got about 12 or 14 different tests that I use from all parts of the game, short game, chipping, putting, pitching, bunker shots. But with the driver there, I just got 7 out of 10 in my fairway. So 70%, be pretty happy with that. So if I collate enough scores, if I collate enough data, I see trends appearing in my game over a longer period of time. And again, make sure that I can work on my weaknesses and maybe spend a little bit of time on my strengths of my game. So again, my name is Mark Heinemann, PGA professional here at Killarney Golf and Fishing Club. Thanks for joining us today. Let me know if you have any questions. Be sure to like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. Thank you.